goodness. Those girls are pale as ghosts, but at least they're alive. But that Death Knight person feels so familiar.
And welcome back everyone for the next part of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
You found Flayn? Oh, thank goodness.
She was unconscious at the end of that secret passage. We found the culprit too, but he got away.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was hoping that I would have at least had one more turn. You know, I was ready. I was using my gambit. I had Cynthia right next to him. She just had to touch him and he would have died. I hope at least that would have happened. But we almost had him.
I'm just grateful that everyone is safe. That's what matters most. I'd like to hear what transpired, but first, we need to get these ladies to the infirmary.
Understood. We'll go at once.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm so relieved I suddenly felt weak. I couldn't be happier with how things turned out. And I imagine no one will be more overjoyed than Seteth.
I know, right?
Hey, Professor. Can you make that expression one more time?
Huh? Like this?
I don't think I've ever seen your face like that.
I'm smiling!
I apologize. I've forgotten myself and come dangerously close to teasing you. It's just... I've never seen you look so happy before. It's downright mesmerizing. But this isn't a time for idle chit-chat. We must hurry and share the good news with Seteth.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flayn is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that.
Oh, no. Everyone was working together. After all, the knights were searching the town, we searched the monastery, even Rhea was involved in the search.
Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you.
Aww. You know what? I'm happy she's safe.
Yes, indeed. I too am overjoyed.
But why was Flayn taken to begin with?
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth, the one known as the Death Knight. Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flayn's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets of Flayn's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flayn, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us.
Especially now that they know that you exist, right? Now they would look even more for you in the first place.
That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
I see your point. I do. However...
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
Wait, you what? Right here? Right now? Huh. Well, that would be a great idea. Sure. Come over.
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that. With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point. Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
Hey, I already saved her once, right? It would be my pleasure.
I am so glad that Flayn is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl. She wears the
Alright,
uniform
that
of
a
the
girl.
academy. But who is she?
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance. I have been told that Manuela and Flayn are recovering nicely, as is Monica.
And who is Monica?
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flayn, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However,
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her in the monastery. We assumed she had run away. I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Wait, why would anyone run away? When you are almost done? I mean, she would have graduated, right?
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered. Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Yes, the students will remember it for the rest of their lives. Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you? There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much.
And what will you do next month?
I have my own mission. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them.
And what are the details about that?
What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead.
Oh.
Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you.
Don't say it like that. You're not going to die.
Don't get me wrong, I have no intention of dying. I know it would be too much to ask you to cheer up, but can you at least drop the serious... Well, I'll be. Was that a smile just now?
Somehow, lately I'm smiling a lot more than usual, right?
Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is finally upon us. This is our chance to show off the results of your expert training, Professor.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lions?
Have Lady Rhea and Seth really not filled you in? Well, if that's the case, I'm happy to explain.
Well, they mentioned it, that it would be at the end of this month, but they didn't really explain anything to me.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion takes place every year during the Wyvern Moon. It can be best described as a mock battle between the three houses.
Oh my god, no! Another mock battle? I'm gonna fail this one! Why?
Much like the one we had during the Great Tree Moon. Do you remember, Professor?
Yes! It was horrible! It was horrible!
This battle will take place in Empire territory, at Gronder Field. In other words, far removed from the monastery. It's a mock battle between the three houses. The house that defeats the most opponents wins.
Your Highness, if the rumors are true, I believe Professor Manuela and Professor Hanneman will not be joining us.
Oh, that means I
yes,
shouldn't join
right
as
you
well,
are.
right?
Given recent events, Professor Manuela has opted to sit this one out.
I mean, if the other professors aren't joining, then I shouldn't join as well. That would be unfair.
Since she won't be present, Professor Hanneman has decided to skip this year as well.
See? See, and in that case, I must sit out too, huh?
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Professor Manuela, are you feeling better already?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
In that case, perhaps it is best that you sit this one out.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We'll see about that. If I'm the only professor present, that's
We have taught our students well.
Oh,
There's
she
no
didn't like
need to
it.
hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
She didn't like that. Why? I just wanted to point out the obvious. Ah, well. Oh well. So, are we going to start the month like always? Or should I go... Actually, yeah, explore. I mean, I don't have a mission right now. And I see there's another paralogue. With, wait. There are two paralogues. The Forgotten and the Rumored Snipty Color something. Anyways, today we're just going to explore. Talk to everyone like Sotus. Hello!
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected.
I know, right?
It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Tomas, huh? Well, first of all, let's see. We have a fishing fishing tournament? Of course I'm going to do that. Carried away. Is anyone willing to drop this off from me? Banish the bandits. Bandit spotted. Assistance needed in keeping the peace. The best of the best. Opponent needed. You need... do you have what it takes to train with the Kingdom's Knights? Well, that sounds easy enough. Let me just grab out this quest. Oh my god. Grab those quests really quickly. Oh, here she is. Hello,
What do you say,
Monica.
Adol? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor. Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment. Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adol here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year.
Okay. Well, at least you two get along, right? So, wasn't there a mission, or was I seeing things? Letter to Rhea. Okay. Ooh. 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 Sword fighting, huh? Oh, I wonder who I might send into a sword fighting competition. I wonder.
Next time, bring a friend. Choose. Next time, bring a friend. Another win.
But that was easy enough. Right, Felix? Easy enough. Da -da 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 -da. House versus house. Great. At least I got to see her for this victory. Saves me at least 1k of...
Definitely.
What was it? Jill? Gold? Gold. 1k of gold. So, this would be the first quest.
I have
Let's
a favor
see.
to ask.
Deliver the letter. There's no address, but there's only one person who is gallant, has a charming smile, and always puts his family first. That sounds like... wait. Maybe Lawrence or maybe Ferdinand. Either of them both, right? The question is who? Well, we'll see in a second. Actually, how about we grab this quest first?
I need a favor.
Practice battle, maneuver with the Knights of Holy Knights. Sure. Best of the best. Sounds easy enough. Hey, did
The
you?
battle of the... He has said it is nothing to worry about. But how could I not be concerned?
You're always worried, right? Actually, didn't I just recently found something for the duster?
That is not...
Didn't I just have to find something that you might actually like? Yeah? Wait, maybe I still have something else you might actually like that I just happened to be picking up somewhere along the way when I was no? Okay.
Professor,
Well, how about your mission, huh?
Do you
Anything
have time for a
interesting?
request?
A knight has obtained information about bandits. They have been showing up as of late. Head out to the village and deal with the bandits. Sure. Sounds easy enough.
Hi there.
Now I saw an item right over here. Skilled with a... Oh my god, there are so many bow users. Who's that supposed to be, huh? Oh, wait, another one? Okay.
I'm going to...
Ah, okay. Seems like you are the charming knight. Here, love letter.
I appreciate this.
Good for you. Seriously, good for you. And hey, Flayn.
I told my brother I had a craving for some tasty fish. I did
And
not realize when I did so that it would turn into, well, this.
seriously,
My apologies.
that whole event is because you are hungry? Okay. Well, that's quite interesting to know. It's very interesting to know. And hey, Petra, did you see Bernie?
Frequency back in Bridget. I will not have Lizzie. Will you be?
Ooh, am I still able to pick an assistant even during... Ooh, wait, Bernie! Bernie, I need you! Where are you? Miss Cynthia, you're not Bernie.
What? It may be. I guess there's nothing.
Nothing? Good. Where is she? She's supposed to be here around it, right? Bernie? Bernie? Maybe... Alright, she's a little bit further up. And right here. Bernie!
Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley.
Okay.
Oh no. What if my parents come to watch?
I don't think the nobles are allowed to watch.
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
Yeah, maybe. Here, mission assistance. Yeah. Thanks, Bernie. Maybe I'm also already able to recruit you?
I'm sorry, I'm trying, but you're still
No, okay. Maybe later. Just give it some time, Bernie. I'm sure we're going to get along just fine. Especially if I put you to my next assistant assignment. So, oh, there's still one more quest. How about I turn it in really quickly and then we focus down on the fishing tournaments. There you are.
Savior, thank you.
So, that completed this quest. Now for the fishing tournaments. There are actually quite a lot of people around. Are they all fishing? Do we have enough fish to handle all of that fishing? Imagine if we ran out.
Welcome
That
to
would
the
be crazy
monastery
and
fishing
dangerous.
tournament. You look confused. Didn't Satis tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flayn requests. Show any fish you catch to Flayn.
Okay. Well then,
I have a favor.
start. Use the tournament bait to to catch the fish that Flayn wants to eat. You can also talk to other participants to compare the size of the fish you caught. Sounds easy enough. Well, Flayn, which fish do you want?
Will you be taking part 2, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on.
You can't?
So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Sure. I'm just going to catch a few and then we see if I win this thing, right? So let's talk. Time to fish. With the tournament bait. Okay, maybe that's enough.
Professor.
Maybe I got the fish I actually wanted and be done with the mission. Who knows?
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes, yay! This is it! This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Well, at least that completed the mission completely, and yeah.
I'm going to catch me some mighty...
So I wanted to check something really quickly. You were able to teach me axe fighting. But do I really need to have axe fighting in order to fly? Huh? Do I really need to? Oh well. Let's just go for it. And do you happen to have axe fighting as well? Just to know? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, time to eat, time to do my other stuff, talk to everyone, and I see you in a bit. So, I managed to get 2 more supports. Let me just quickly check. It's with Ciel and who is the other one? Manuela. Okay, perfect. And the first one is right over there. In the garden, once I'm able to enter that area. Right through this door. Here? Ah, okay.
Professor.
Sure. Let's talk.
Aha! Found you!
We just met in the garden.
You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes.
Sorry about that?
No worrying about it. I just wanted to talk to you about a thing today. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening?
Yes.
Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere.
I haven't, sorry.
Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find.
Want me to tell him? For you? I mean, I usually run into him.
Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop him up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there.
Uh-huh. And can I help you with anything? I mean, that sounds like a lot.
This is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it.
Uh-huh.
Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing.
Is that so?
Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story.
Uh-huh.
And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah?
You know, even though you're everywhere, how comes you never find him? Seems like it'll be tough to find you. Even more tougher than
But I
Sedith's.
just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh?
See?
I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be?
What?
Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Or you just tell me what you're supposed to tell him so that we don't waste each other's time, huh? No? Okay. Bye. What a strange kid. Oh well. Oh well. At least he's happy about that. So, now it's time to spend some time with Manuela.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes.
You were sleeping? Are you fine?
Dear. Professor? Is that you?
Yeah.
Just a moment. Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state. Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping. Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear?
What? What the...
Oh, What is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela. This will have to do.
What? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just hold on a moment.
Take your time. Don't kill yourself.
Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want?
What were you doing?
Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know.
Sorry.
No, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't have a good night.
Oh.
Never mind. What did you want, anyway?
Well, I have a message from a knight.
You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say?
He said, we will never go out together again. Did something happen?
Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually.
What happened?
That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted?
Well...
then, good night.
Well, now I'm kind of worried about you. Well, sleep well. What the hell? What the hell is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? And we still have even more supports about the Do and Ingrid. And how's the time? How's the time? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to see this support. And after that, I'm going to make a cut, end this part for today, and between the parts, I'm going to finish up the 2 missions in the fight, explore a little bit more, and then we're going to do the 2 paroles, hopefully, if I'm able to do them. I'm not so sure yet. Anyways, see you in the next part, and enjoy!
Are you injured?
Dedue, saving the day again?
Apologies.
I'm the one who owes you an apology. You've saved my life how many times now? If I keep being so callous, I'll seem ungrateful.
No matter.
But
I'm accustomed to it.
I'm sorry, Dedue.
Why?
Because the way I speak to you is unnecessarily harsh. The truth of it is, I lost someone very dear to me in Dusker. The punishment came swift to your people, and when I heard of the slaughters, well, I thought it was a punishment well earned. I thought the people cruel and heartless, deserving of the tragedy that ultimately befell them. But you're different. You seem nothing like the people of whom I speak. So why not speak back against how I and so many others feel? Why not question this unfair prejudice and tell me I haven't the right to hold a grudge against you? If you just speak to me, if you tell me the truth about all of this.
I do not know the truth of it myself. His Highness says the tragedy was not the fault of my people. But just like anywhere, there were many different people in Dusker. Some very good, and others very bad. It is not unimaginable that some may have conspired to take part in that wickedness. Perhaps we are merely victims. Or perhaps we are regicidal monsters.
Whatever the truth of it is, you are not to blame. The people I hate are the ones who were responsible for that whole mess. You just got caught up in all of it.
Ingrid.
You've rushed to my side. You've saved me countless times. I am sorry for how I've treated you. Truly.
If you think of me as your ally, that will suffice. For me, that is enough.